So let's talk about some versus every. So imagine we have an array of fruits, and then I have, I don't know, tell me fruits.
Banana.
Banana, kiwi, another one. Huh? Which one?
Pomegranate.
Huh?
Apple.
Apple.
Starfruit.
What did you say? Pineapple. Okay. Mm. Okay. So now I want to create a function to check if in this array the fruit kiwi is included. So how should I call it? Can you give me a name? Function, I don't know. Find fruits?
Fine fruit, yeah.
Find fruits. Then I'm going to pass some fruit names. I don't know, fruit names. Then how do I find kiwi in fruit names? There's many ways, but just
Yeah,
tell me
find
one. Find, for instance. Find
or filter
or filter.
or every.
But how do I do it? Tell me how to do it. If I do find or fruit or filter or every
Okay.
or some and I try to run it, it's not
fruit
going to
store
work.
find.
Every doesn't work.
Okay.
Every would work.
Okay.
It will return false.
Fruit names
We don't have the
dot what?
Well, I guess you still kind of check it, right?
Can you see it? Should I zoom it a bit?
You will look at every single one.
So what method do I use? Okay.
We missed the conversation. Was that we're doing with find
Okay, find, then
parentheses.
parentheses,
Fruit.
fruit,
The function thingy.
function thingy,
Nah. Equals forward. Yeah.
okay, an arrow, and what else?
Check my notes.
So I want to find fruit, triple equals kiwi.
Yeah, but I would probably change that fruit names to fruits.
Fruit names to fruits.
The one you have at the return.
This one?
Yeah.
But then it's only going to work for this array. If I have another array, let's call it fruits
Okay.
2,
fair enough.
it's not going to work, right? So if I invoke the function now, so let's say find fruit, then I pass fruits, then we run this, we have kiwi. Okay. But what if I want to know if either is included or not?
Use some.
We can use some,
You
or
can use every.
there's another. So to me, like, there's many ways of doing the same thing. I don't know if you know about this method, includes, because it's much simpler. So if I do includes, we're going to talk about some, but if I do includes, and now string kiwi. Let's check. If I run it, true. Okay, yeah, so let's do it with some now. Some. So what do I put there now?
Some fruit,
Fruit,
arrow,
arrow,
and then fruit, triple equals
fruit,
banana.
triple equals banana. Okay, and this is true. Okay, so what if now I want to find a fruit? Let's say I have an object instead. Have an object with, let's say, no, sorry, an array with objects, and then each object is a fruit. So I have fruit, the name banana, and then a price of, I don't know, £1 or 100. Then another one, oops, sorry. Another one was pineapple. You love pineapple. Pineapple and 150. And then another one, say kiwi again. And yeah, like this. And the price is going to be £4. Expensive kiwis. And then another bananas, but these bananas are, I don't know, they are from Fukushima. So name, no, I don't know if they have bananas. Maybe,
Radioactive,
yeah, but so let's change banana for apple. Then apple, and then we have the price. It's going to be 0.001.
Need a comma there. Need a comma after the apple.
Yes. Okay. So these are the fruits. So now I want to check if in this object we have a fruit that has the name kiwi, for instance. So let's do it from scratch. How would you do it? So let me just zoom out a bit. So what do I do now? Fruit, arrow, fruit the name, kiwi. Right. Okay. And this should return. Oops, I have a breakdown. Sorry. True. Okay. So imagine that now I want to check if we have apple and it's a cheap apple. So it's, let's say, less than 50 p. So how would I do it? Ampersand, ampersand, fruit dot price less or equals 50.
0.
0.
Okay, 0.50. Okay, let me just fix this a bit. Okay, and put this work. So if we find this, I want to return the cheap, a string with the cheap fruit name is so a string. So let's return a string. So if we have an apple that the price is less than 50p, I want to return a string that says yes, yes, cheap apples. Otherwise, no, expensive apples. So how would I do that? Question mark where? Before the parentheses? Here?
No, I think because with some it turns like the true first, so you have to do it outside.
Minji is right. Because some is going to return true or false. So it's just going to check if what is inside is true, it's going to return true. What is inside is false, it's going to return false. So if you try to return something else, we can try it. So let's see. If it's true, return yes. Otherwise, return no. So it's probably going to be true, I think. Let me check. Yeah, true. Because a string is truthy. We'll talk about that. But yeah. So this is not the way. So how do we do it?
So first you have to remove with
Remove the return. And how do I keep going? Sorry? Create a variable. So let what? What do I call it? I'm just doing what you tell me. Values? I don't know. You said values? And what is this values? After values? Do I keep this or I delete it? After this? Like this? After here? Next line? If. Parentheses. Values. Return. So we said we wanted to return yes, cheap. Yes, cheap apples. No, not cheap apples. I said I wanted cheap and the name of the fruit that we are looking for. Okay, let's keep it simple. So cheap apples. Then, sorry?
Should we do yes, cheap, plus fruit name?
But we are outside, like we are not, fruit is not defined anymore here. If we try to do fruit.name, yeah. So yes, cheap apples, and then how do I do else? Return. No, expensive apples. And let's change this. Find cheap apples. Or yeah, I don't know. Find cheap fruit. Okay, but instead of values, we can call it something else, right? I don't know, values. So let's say have cheap fruit. And then, yeah, have cheap fruit. And let's see if it works. so true. And then if we check instead if the price is less than, shall we say, kiwi. Oh, yes, cheap apples.
I don't think it worked the first time.
No.
You showed it true instead of yes, cheap apples.
Yes.
You rename the function. We don't need it.
You can call it.
Okay. So
We don't need
apple.
it for this stuff.
We don't need what? Sorry.
We don't need what?
We don't need a variable and a statement. And just-
I don't know. I'm just asking you how to do it.
Alright. I feel like starting the whole function again.
So first of all, let's see if this works. So just cheap apples. So right now it would be true, but if we do kiwi,
Yeah, right.
for instance, yes, cheap apples. So it doesn't work.
Let's remove the variable. So
Doesn't work
we're
because
gonna,
you rename the function
gonna-
when you call the function.
the first line of the function. will
And
be
doing
return-
what?
You call the function different name now.
Oh, it's true.
One chip.
I think it still not work.
And how is it working?
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, it's true. So find cheap fruit. And we delete this. So let's run it again. Okay, now it's working. Yep. So this way it works. So an alternative way, Adam, how would you like me to do it?
Okay, so on the first line of the function,
Yes.
you
Do I delete everything or?
well, we don't
Delete everything.
Yeah, let's start from scratch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you want to return
Mm-hmm.
fruit names
Fruit names
dot sum.
dot what? Sum
Sum.
Yeah.
And fruit.
and fruit.
Fruit and arrow.
Okay, it's no longer fruit names, right? Oh no, yeah. Let's call it something different. Fruit list or fruit,
Fruit array. Fruit list.
yeah, fruit list. So
And then arrow.
arrow,
And then what are we looking for?
I don't know, the same thing.
Okay,
You
so-
said that there was a better way. So
Alright, so fruit name triple equals kiwi.
fruit name, fruit dot name, right?
Please, yeah.
Triple equals kiwi.
And then double ampersand.
Double ampersand.
Fruit dot price.
Fruit dot price
What are we saying? More than $2. So more greater than.
greater than 2. But then it's not cheap anymore, right? We're looking for the expensive
Okay,
one.
then we can do less than 5.
So now we can look, find expensive then.
Price greater than equals 2, and then after the brackets, you want to do a question mark.
Question mark after the brackets. So let me just make this a bit more readable. So
And then, yeah, and then we can display our messages. So, what have we got? We've got a kiwi, and we've got expensive, so we can return in quotes. We have expensive kiwis.
we have expensive kiwis. Otherwise,
And then colon, yeah, and then no expensive kiwis.
no expensive kiwis.
Whatever.
Okay.
Let's call it.
And let's call it. So I need to modify this, right? Otherwise, it might work because DevTools does weird things sometimes. But okay, let me remove this. Yeah. Did I change anything else? No. So let's check it. Oh, we have expensive GUIs. So if I make the threshold 5, will it be no expensive GUIs? Yes. Okay.
I guess that way you could pass fruits dot name
fruits.name.
Fruit.name, whatever, I don't remember how it's called.
Yes.
I mean, you can pass in basically
We
the
can
name
pass
of
it
the fruit.
exactly because we are inside the. Oh no. Mm,
No?
we can't because we are inside. We are outside.
We are outside.
Yeah. I mean, if we use find, so you want to access it dynamically.
Yes, if it's possible.
Yes, it is possible. So we need to find. Okay, yeah, we can do that, but instead of using sum, we have to use find,
Okay.
and then find is going to return the object,
Okay.
and then on the we can use the object dot name. You want me to do that?
No, but well, can we return the name of the fruit? Basically, use fruits.name using sum. Because earlier one of the example you wanted to give is like how would you use the
I think you can't because you are only getting true or false. You are
Okay.
not getting any reference to
Okay.
which one is exactly true.
Esteban, if we were to do line number 8, instead of fruit list, if we did, say, for example, fruit, colon, price,
Mhm. In line number 8,
Yeah.
yes, and then what? Sorry,
and then if you scroll down a little bit,
yes.
and if you, on line 14, instead of fruits, we feed the name and the price.
The name and
Couldn't we make that?
yes, but then the sum doesn't make sense because it's only going to be that fruit, right? Like with sum, we are checking which fruit matches the condition, right? But if we only pass one fruit, then we don't need to use sum anymore, right? Okay, so let's go to every now. Sum can take, as usual, can take the value, then the index,
the array?
the array, yes. So, yeah, let's go to an example with every. So, say student, and then name Peter, name, give me names. Sorry? Emma, another one, Alex, Adam, okay, Adam, okay, and now these are the names, and now we want to check if the student is something. What do you want me to check?
Yes, student.
Is if it's good?
If it's student.
No, because they are all students, right?
Or it's sexy.
Okay, yeah, that would be Ricardo's. Yeah, it's sexy. Yeah, that, okay, let's do it. So, it's sexy. Let me just. Okay, is sexy and who is sexy?
Yeah, for now, guys.
Okay, so sexy true, and false, and I don't know, Adam.
You decide.
Okay, we don't want to make you feel bad, so true. Okay, so I'm going to create a function to check if all the students are sexy or not, and then I want to return yes, all the students are sexy, or no, they aren't. So help me do that, please. So what do I do now? Function. What else? A good name.
Are all sexy?
Are what?
Are
Who?
all sexy?
But they are students, right? So yeah, are in this case they are students. So
Students
are,
are still sexy.
sorry,
Students can be sexy too.
are students sexy? Okay. So what else?
Well, we're trying to find if all of them are sexy or not.
Yes, exactly. And if they are all sexy, we want to return yes, they are sexy. Otherwise, no, they aren't.
Well, we're using play.
Yes,
Um,
we can use we can use other thing if you want, but
then return.
return.
Oh, we have to put in the argument name first.
So what do I put here?
Student names.
Student.
Student list.
Okay, student list.
And then return student list dot every
Every
and then parentheses
parentheses.
student and student
Student.
and arrow.
Why student without s?
Because we are going iterating over every list of the student objects.
Okay, because it's just a single student, right? Just either this one, or this one, or the next one. Okay,
And the student
student.
dot is sexy
Yes. And what else?
equals
We can do that, or leave it like this.
Just leave it like it is, I think, yeah?
Yeah. Because probably next week, next board challenge is going to be about Boolean operators and truthy and falsy values. So you will understand why. But basically they are the same. Doing this or doing equals true. So what else now? Semicolon. Invoke the function. But I want to return a string. I remember you.
Oh, then after the is sexy and the parentheses, do the ternary operator
In the parentheses, I do a ternary operator
outside,
outside. Okay.
just like how Adam did before.
So
And then if
what do I do now? Then
it's true, yes, all of them are sexy, and if it's
all of them are sexy.
and if it's not, then no.
No one
not
is sexy.
No, someone is ugly.
Okay. Yes, unattractive. Okay. So will this work? Let's see. Oops.
No, evoke the
Something
function.
else. What do I have to do?
No, evoke the function.
I have to invoke. And how do I invoke the function?
Are student sexy?
Are students sexy? Like this?
Put in
Scroll up. What's the name of the?
Students.
Students.
Parentheses.
Okay. Students. Student list.
No, students.
Student add with a what?
Students. Like this. Okay. And then
The array,
Students.
is it?
yes, students. So yeah, and semicolon. The elegance. So no, someone is unattractive. Okay, and then if all of them are true, then yes, all of them are sexy.
If you leave one of those without value, so if you leave Alex, is
Alex,
sexy and empty.
like this.
No, like sexy, colon and empty. And then
Uh, I can't do that. It's going to be a syntax error, I think. Like this, you mean?
Yeah.
You see syntax
The
error.
way
I have to
pass-
do an empty string
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
null or undefined,
Yeah.
but not
This
like
is
that.
what I mean, yeah. So they didn't answer, for example.
So, okay. So if they
basically
didn't
have an empty
answer,
string.
let's say null. Or no, they didn't
No,
answer.
an empty string, maybe.
Undefined.
Yeah. If it's a survey and you're
So,
able to rate the people's sexiness.
This is similar scenario as with this. So undefined is a falsy value. So it's going to be treated as false. So if we check, it's going to be no, someone is unattractive. Yes.
And if
Like-
we have null,
Huh?
if we have null,
Like null or empty
If you
string.
if you have no,
The same, right?
if you have no,
sorry, N-U-L-L.
okay, sorry, my fault. Again, because null is also a falsy value.
Okay,
What
so
if it doesn't have the key itself in it, like just erase the.
If I did erase, so
Yeah.
you
So-
wanted me to check something
I
before?
think well, it was more for an empty string, but I want to check that as well, which I think again is going to be false because it doesn't have a value or something.
Because it's going to be undefined.
Yeah.
I think
It's
so.
not about falsely, it's about if it's anything that is not true.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. If it's anything that's falsy, will return false. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but it could even be just be potato, which is like another falsy value.
Potato is a falsy value. You think so?
No,
Ah,
it's just not true.
you think so? I'm not going to explain it today because that would be another workshop.
Yeah.
But just to show you, it's going to be true.
That returns true.
Yeah,
Is that true?
because it's truthy. But you will understand it. No worries.
Yeah.
Nice one, mate.
And then if we check this,
Thank you.
this is going to be
Falsy.
yes.
Because
I think
there's no
so.
value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it's going to be undefined, and undefined is falsy, and then yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But that goes beyond what I was supposed to be
Okay.
talking now. So
Um,
yes,
so obviously we've seen Sam and Every working pretty much the same way, right?
yes, but every checks for every value, and some just for some, as the name says, and then
So
every as well can take, as usual, can take the index and the array in case you need it.
Okay, so basically,
Sorry.
comparing the two, it iterates within a whole array,
Yes.
and then some will stop on the first item that matches
Mhm.
those.
Yes.
Okay, so basically
Yes.
that's comparing with find and filter.
Yes, exactly. Yes, like some is going to, as it only needs some of them to be true, just one of them. Once it finds one that is true,
Does
then
it stop? when
stop,
it finds one?
stops.
Okay.
But every needs to check all of them.
Yeah. So I
So-
think if
You want me to?
maybe it wasn't as clear before because if we've done the check on the maybe on the price, it would be easier to understand it. Whereas
You want me to do it?
I think we can use this example.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy now that I understand how it actually works.
Okay.
But from the examples we've seen, it was kind of pretty much.
But do you understand it, or you want me
I think
to?
so. Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. Yes, because obviously I have the find. I mean, kind of like comparing it to find and filter
Okay.
at the end of the day.
Could we use every to find and return the name of the students, for example, that are sexy?
Mm,
Or every single
you can't.
value?
You
has
can't
to be-
return the. It's only to check. It's only going to give you either a true or a false value.
Okay, cool, that's clear. So
Only
you-
that.
You would use filter or find.
Filter or find is going to
Based.
return you either the value or the array with the values.
Makes sense.
Okay. Any other questions about this?
No,
Okay. So thank. Yes.
you have.
No, so
There's more like-
some is similar to find because it stops when it finds the,
Yes.
and then like every is similar
To filter. Yes. But the difference is they are going to return a boolean, either true or false. Okay, so I'm going to stop streaming. Thank you.